for this debate. Please remember the specific features of parliamentary style, including points of order, points of personal privilege, and points of information. I'll ask that you direct all of your comments to your opposition through me. Only one person is to be standing at a time. And if you wish to ask a question, please rise and say, Madam Speaker, would the member opposite entertain the question? I'd like, our resolution for today, our bill before the House today is?
Also support the surrender of civil liberties in the interest of national security.
Okay, thank you. I now call upon the Prime Minister, who will speak for 5 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, judges, honourable guests, and Madam Speaker, I welcome you to this debate today. In today's world, and especially in North America, population increases have done a number of good things for our country, but they have also done a number of bad things, ladies and gentlemen, including increasing the danger that we as citizens face in our society. Some of these dangers, as you see in the news, or on the radio, or on the internet, include terrorism, drug lords running rampant, rapists, murderers, and school shootings. Ladies and gentlemen, these things are extremely dangerous to civil society. And that's why, on side government, we believe that this House would surrender civil liberties in the interest of national security. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to define this House as North American nations, surrender as make less important, civil liberties as individual rights, such as freedom of speech, property, and privacy, and national security as the maintenance and defense of the country. That is, namely Canada or the United States. This only applies, however, in circumstances of extreme need, as we will demonstrate in our examples. I, as Prime Minister, will be talking about the needs of the justice system and the needs of the financial government, and my Minister of Defense will be talking about the needs of promotion of hatred and needs of safety in response to our belief on side government that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of one. I would now like to move into my first constructive argument, and that is that the needs of the justice system, or the government that controls the people in our society, outweigh the needs of any one person or one single group. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bring up 3 areas and examples that would show this for you. First of that is search warrants. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have, say, a child, and he's, 16, and he's doing drugs and selling drugs to his friends, ladies and gentlemen, this is a criminal offense, and he can and should be charged for this. However, if the police cannot get into his house to find the evidence that proves that he is doing these acts, there's no way that they can charge him, and he won't be punished, and society cannot benefit from his rehabilitation. So, ladies and gentlemen, this child's rights of property and privacy must be violated for the good of the whole. The more people benefit from an act of his...
Why is the member on the feet?
I was wondering if the member opposite is answering a question at this time.
Yes.
I was wondering if the member opposite was not aware that the search warrant are still allowed under the status quo of our government, and that this resolution actually doesn't point to that because that already exists.
I'm sure you ladies and gentlemen watch TV all the time, and although TV is often inaccurate in crime shows, there is fact that a search warrant is often extremely hard to get from the police or from the judge, and because of many factors such as paperwork, bureaucracy, it is extremely hard to get, and so we need to take more action on the part of our society. So moving on in my constructive case. The second example I have are arrests, such as in cases where actions against the law are suspected but not proven. Ladies and gentlemen, it is necessary, and we on side government firmly believe that it is for the good of society, for the good of the whole people, it is important that these people's rights be violated, or as side opposition would surely say, violated, in the interests of the greater whole. So, if there are suspected terrorist acts or suspected a drug house, we on side government believe that the right of that person should be set aside or surrendered to outweigh because the needs of society are outweigh his rights. The third example that I'd like to move into is that of police raids, such as the one that was done in Canada just recently on a suspected drug house. Ladies and gentlemen, we believe that this is the same kind of thing where the need of the society is more important that this person's rights be surrendered for the interest of the needs of the many. And so, ladies and gentlemen, on side government, we beg to propose.
I thank the Prime Minister for her remarks and now call upon the first member of the opposition. If the opposition wishes to contest the definitions provided by the government, they must do so in this speech.